Okay, well, while Colette's being a diva with her nails, let's just get started. Okay, here we go. Oh. I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you'd try to pin the guilt onto Adrian. I swear this demon will pay. And this is not me punting him in the head.
Mr. Nick!
Pearls? Where's Mia?
I don't know! My mini stone power said they called her away!
Oh no.
Maybe that's Maya.
Are they strong power? Oh, there's the phone call. Do 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 do.
Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is...
It's from Gumshoe. How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal? Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto. Phew. That's good, pal. And what about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where the killer and Maya are? We still don't have any leads, but... What? We don't have any more time. He's gonna get it. Matt's gonna get it. Just like that scoundrel, Manfred von Karma. You know, Karma got him. We just had one. Even a single clue would be really helpful. If we just had one. I should have said. I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But have I just run out of luck this time? Is that all our hope for naught? A tent! Huh? A tent? I think it's your line.
I can see a circus tent.
There we go. Mia! I do deliver Manfred in the head a la Randy Orton. If you were, well, give me nails.
Looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me.
So it was Maya that called you away.
She's locked in a dusty little room right now. I can see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away.
Gumshoe, is there a circus in town right now? There's only one, pal. The very big circus. Maya's somewhere within 300-foot radius of the main tent. I've got a bunch of soft drinks within pa's reach. I do the same thing, but Stone Cold Steve Austin ECW. Okay, so my chat's becoming wrestlers. Gotcha. What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle on that map. About a 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry.
And
I can see a mailbox under the window just outside.
Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox. Okay. What else? What else, Mia?
I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. I felt like I was in an old office building, maybe the 3rd floor or so.
I heard her. An office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in here. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck. Good luck. I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal? Mia! Maya's not hurt, right?
She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved.
Oh, that is bad. Gumshoe, please hurry.
Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix?
It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. Or we could just stick a certain whip-loving Von Karma on Matt and to kill her both. I highly doubt that'll work. I can do this. I just have to make this trial last a little longer. Okay, we're heading back into the courtroom. March 23rd, 12:05 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3.
Court will now reconvene.
The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? Time to cheers and let her at him? Holy Jesus, man.
What?
Okay, well, I think Kitty's getting frisky. Anyway, I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Welcome back, Miss Andrews. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder.
I understand.
Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews?
Of course I have.
Oh, she's been smart on this one.
You have seen it before?
And that's right. It's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets?
All right.
Why? Why does she... The bear figurine.
Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item.
Okay.
Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it.
So, this figurine... It's a container of sorts, is it?
Yes, looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree?
Yes. This is superb craftsmanship. Oh, yes. I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Why is that phone over here?
It looks like there really was something to that bear after all.
Why do you have your phone over here? Usually it does a lot better without it.
Okay.
Okay. So, I'm gonna do what we used to do, and I just want to press on everything. So let's go. A puzzle?
That's right.
But it looks like an ordinary figurine.
True enough. To people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle. So, what kind of puzzle is this exactly?
If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time.
So, you can take it apart? And how would one go about doing that?
Well, you first turn its tail to the right and then push it in.
Oh, yes. I see.
After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed.
Oh. This is most interesting.
Look at his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again. What the hell is he doing?
Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on.
I think he's lost it. Yeah, it's like he's five all over again, like you said. So, what do you find after you take the puzzle apart?
At the center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item.
And how do you know about this?
I know because I was the one who bought it.
Huh?
It was a souvenir from a friend and I went to Switzerland.
Then this is a present from you?
That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a beer, so I thought it would be perfect for one.
So it was a present from Miss Andrews. Witness, let's continue with your testimony. So, who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle?
Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland,
Like you said.
so I doubt that there are many people with the same beer in this country.
But it looks like it can be easily broken. Especially if someone wanted to get at what's inside.
Well, it's a toy, but it can never be the same again once it's been broken. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it.
Who else knows that this beer is actually a small container or jewelry box?
I never told anyone. And as long as Juan never told either, then only the two of us knew.
Two of you, huh? Then, of course, that means Mr. Ungar didn't know, right? I think this is about all I'm gonna get for now. Figure 8 updated the court record. A wooden puzzle with a hollow inside. Only Corder and Andrews know how to open it. Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize that there is one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. This beer is actually a jewelry box. Now that we have agreed to this point, there is only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside this box?
What's inside?
That's right. That's what we are going to find out next. Witness.
Yes?
You are the only one who can open this. Please. Okay, I guess she's gonna open this. There's a painful silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes are on Miss Andrews now she solves the puzzle and takes the bear apart. Click.
I've opened it.
This is the only time you're being a diva tonight. Are you trying to do anything you can just to stay awake?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Is this what you wanted?
What is that? It looks like a note.
Is
I
it
don't-
a suicide note?
I don't think we need to guess at what that is. Do we, Mr. Wright? Probably a large coffee. Yeah, no, we're not getting no Starbucks.
Starbucks wouldn't be too bad right now.
Sorry, skip the dishes. Don't come here during streaming sessions. It's the suicide note.
The suicide note?
The suicide note left by Juan Cor's former manager, Celeste Impax. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts. But just as we've suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Juan Corrida himself. It seems Celeste Impax had very beautiful handwriting. And she was just beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide.
Order! Witness, did you know about this?
Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered the body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public. But I couldn't find it anywhere.
Because it had already been taken by the killer.
Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace. So now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question?
What is written on the note?
That's right. At least that's what I would think.
Now then, I believe it is only appropriate the contents of this note may be known.
I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it. And I was going to burn it for her sake.
I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the context of the note out aloud.
Very well.
The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her note, Celeste Impacts left us to a record of all that had happened to her. About being used and then thrown away by Ungard, about being engaged to Corrida, and Ungard's role in destroying that, and about how she decided, in her despair, to end it all.
And that's all Miss Impacts had to say.
There is one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Ungard.
Then, what?
Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness?
Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference.
My word!
Man on guard values, above all else, his refreshing like a spring breeze image. Which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost. Celeste's suicide note added to the court record. Some guys felt that a woman killed herself. Blah, 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 blah. How terrible. What a selfish person, yeah. Guess there are slime-brow lawyers out there who'll defend these creeps, too. We don't have a choice! There is no room for doubt here. Mr. the Killer's client's goal was to obtain his suicide note. And the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house.
It seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone.
Ugh. How am I supposed to escape from this one?
What hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do.
You know, I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay. There are two deadly pieces of evidence. The figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I could find a way out of the situation through one of those.
The devil's already in the judge's hand, Phoenix. Hurry.
Suicide note or the figurine? Which one of these should I pursue? I'm gonna say that He had the figurine. How would he know that Celeste's suicide note was in there? That's the other thing. So I'm going to say, I want to say the suicide note. I'm not going to get penalized either way.
Yeah. Why would you do a suicide note? Because you already did check the bill with the figurine.
Yeah, we already knew that the figurine was there, and we know that it got passed through, so... Please wait, Your Honor. Oh man, look at that lawyer. He's still going at it. It's like he doesn't care that he's trying to get a killer off the hook. I think Your Honor believes that Matt Ungard killed in order to obtain this note.
Yes, that is correct.
That seems a little strange. In fact, I think there's a contradiction here. This note was hidden by Mr. Quarter until the night of the murder. If that is the case, I say that Madame Gerd could have not have known what was written on this note.
Oh, I didn't think of it that way.
Exactly. But I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. No one in their right mind would kill for a note without first knowing what it said.
Order! 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 I could use a pizza right about now. You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion?
It's just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one.
Unfortunately. I think he believes definitely.
I believe a show of appreciation is in order.
Huh?
The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself. Huh?
Hey streamer, cast Hydrate.
Well, that sounds a good idea. I would like to direct the court's attention to this. You too, dear.
Yes, dear.
Thank you for that, Anubis.
Hello, Anubis.
Ooh, what is this?
This is a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying.
Spying?
What the? I thought that spy camera was in my possession. Matt on guard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. Hey Tony, welcome in. Hopefully you're having a good night. They even went as far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses.
And?
The victim, Juan Corrida, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matt Ungard.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
you... Don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities?
7:45 p.m.? Oh, nice. Yeah, we got a 10:15 here in Newfoundland. Well, sort of. He didn't try to go after a police officer with a block of cheese, though, so I think we're all right.
Exactly.
Sort of? This is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright.
By the way, in case you're wondering about that reference, there's a guy yesterday, I can't make this up, a guy yesterday in the news that assaulted a police officer with a block of cheese.
They don't know the kind of cheese, and they don't know the size of the cheese.
I think he was having a variety of a time. I see you are confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, But I have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye. Huh? But this camera I have, it is not the same one. Last night, I searched the victim's house on a hunch. Using this. Gumshoe's Bug Sweeper. And probably a no-name brand marble.
Ha!
Probably. He just wanted to marble up everything.
Jeez, if they wanted to boycott Dominion, I mean, they could have did it a legal way.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera.
That old guard's fingerprints were on there?
Well, Phoenix,
Phoenix is sweating from this. Of course he is. That's one little thing about Phoenix. You know, he's not gonna get off of this one.
it looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh?
What am I supposed to say about that evidence? I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. Unger learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along. He got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that. Hey, what's over there? Mommy! Is that man there? That guy killer? Shh, stop! Don't look at him. By the way he's sweating, he's just... Ew, nasty.
Phoenix,
Yes, Chief?
have you figured out what you're going to do next year?
What am I going to do next? Just want to weird look frightened child work? Apparently not.
I know it seems like the editor is very close to putting the lid on this case, but in his eagerness to prove his point, he's got one very important thing.
Well, what is it, Mia?
There's a piece of evidence that he really should investigate.
Something you should investigate?
I really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance.
Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden?
Alright, I think this time we finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you?
What is this piece of evidence that Mia's talking about? Can you figure out what it is that still needs to be looked at? Or should I just let it go? You know what, I'm going to present something because we need to hold on. We still haven't got a call yet. I have an objection, Your Honor.
I guess you're gonna do a suicide note?
That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright. Objection! Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily.
You are beginning to sound desperate.
That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. Your eagerness to prove your point. You've forgotten one very important thing.
Hey, isn't that what I just said?
It is, kinda. So, you're telling me that I forgot something? You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. There's something you should really examine about this piece of evidence. The suicide note. We just found it. But is it actually her handwriting?
Exactly. Because it doesn't really say anything a whole lot, right?
Yeah, it's just explaining everything.
It's just explaining, not everything, it's just explaining, just basically not exactly what he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is Miss Impact's suicide note, right?
Who knows? I mean, sure, this suicide note was found inside this bear. But this bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means the handwriting on this suicide note has yet to be analyzed.
Oh!
So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impax or not, that is yet to be even remotely confirmed.
Mr. Wright, you can't be serious right now.
Mr. Wright, are you saying this suicide note is a fake?
Miss Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. Ungard. Who say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into this bear?
How dare you?
Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There is no evidence linking the witness to a suicide note whatsoever. We're just going to object left, right, and center on this one. But if this note is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it. What? Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve their puzzle is the witness herself. Miss Andrews, how many pairs of glasses do you have? I mean, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Matt Ungard.
I did no such thing.
Right. If you're going to pronounce this suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory. Mr. Edgeworth, you are the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution.
That's enough! Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on this suicide note?
It is as the defense stated. The handwriting has yet to be analyzed.
If that's the case, it seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible.
That's impossible.
This isn't good, Phoenix.
The judge is going to carry this trial for one more day.
I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day.
Yeah, well, I don't think Meyer will be physically be able to make it another day.
I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate. Handwritten analysis, my butt.
That's a lawyer trying to buy more time. But
I think we've reached the end of the line.
Guilty, 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 guilty,
Guilty, guilty, guilty, guilty.